Hi beautiful people, how you all doing? Good day to you, or welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Blessing and you're welcome to my Blessedom TV. If you're new to my channel, I hope you're not going to leave today without hitting the subscribe button and joining us here. And I want to say thank you to every one of you who already subscribed, who support me on this channel, who has brought me to this important milestone, 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that support. I receive your love. I appreciate. Thank you so much. So I wanted to bring you this narration. I don't know what I will call it. Is it a testimony? Is it a story? Like it's about toilet-borne transportation. I call it toilet-borne transportation because this Pastor Suileman, Johnson Suileman, he gave this narration in his church, and it's some form of testimony of something that happened to one of his sons who lives in Germany, who doesn't have the documents of the country that will allow him to travel, but he was seeing his friends off and he wanted to go to France. And then as he was standing in the line, the Lord told him to go into the toilet, and he went into the toilet, and then he prayed some more, and then he came out of the toilet, and behold, and at last he was in France. And so when he finished whatever he was doing there in France, and then he was asking how is he gonna go back, and God is telling him, okay, how did you come? And so he went back into the toilet in France, and somehow he kind of just materializes in Germany. And I'm just amazed at this story. But before I go any further, let me just show you the video.
He lives in Germany. One day he was praying, and the Lord gave me a prophecy for a church in France. So he was praying for them. God said, no, you will go to France. He started laughing because he didn't have documents. Normally, if you have documents, if you don't have documents, you don't even go around the airport. If you have a guest, you see them off, getting close to the airport, you just turn back. Because the catch is very easy, just to put you on the next plane and bring you home. So he said, I don't have documents. The Lord said, go. God said, go. He got to the airport. People on the queue to present their passports, their tickets, and all. The Lord said, stay on the queue. He stayed on the queue. No document, no passport, no ticket. God said, move. He moved. Just 7 people before him, he was saying, so now so I think go out. 6 persons more. The Lord said, enter the restroom. In Germany, enter the restroom. Well, that's him say, is this God I'm hearing saying I should go to France? As he entered the restroom, the Lord said, pray. He started speaking in tongues. Praying. When he opened his eyes, the Lord said, go out. When he went out, he was walking out of France airport toilet. France. He prayed in Germany. He was walking out of France. You know your problem? What you have not experienced, it looks somehow to you. But those of us who have been privileged to experience a dimension of this is natural. You can disappear. Hold on. He was coming out of France airport. Was shocked. When he was done, time to go back, and he was asking, how do I go? The Lord said, how did you come? The supernatural. The problem we have is that we are too used to the natural life. God can bless you without you playing games.
My people, how can somebody be saying something like this in this day and age? In 2020, this is a lie. This is a blatant, open face, bold face lie. I don't know how you want to call it, but for me personally, this is a very big lie. And he's standing there and telling them that people can disappear. Really? Like, this is a lie. This is something that they used to deceive people, like telling them that you can disappear and then you disappear from here and you reappear from here. This is not true. There's no atom of truth. And if you want to tell this man to come and prove it, what day, because it's only Nigerian people or maybe other African people that just come out and fabricate any kind of story, and there will be no questions and nobody will try to substantiate it. Because if you try to substantiate this story, you will see that there is no truth to it. First of all, how can somebody that doesn't have documents to travel in Germany, you now go to the airport and you will now be standing in the line like standing in the light. Like, this is delusion. It doesn't happen. And I'm just wondering that if they can be telling us this kind of story now in 2020, where we have all these platforms, where we have all these devices that can record anything and disseminate information instantly, if they can be lying, and if this man can be telling this kind of bold-faced lie in this day and age, I know his congregants are going to say it's not a lie, it's not a fabrication, but can he prove this? Who is this person? How did it happen? Which part of France was it? Like, there is no substance to this story, but this is how they deceive people and tell people that they disappear. So my people, I don't understand why people, grown-ups, will be sitting down and somebody will be telling them this kind of bold-faced, blatant lie, and they will be clapping and cheering him up. Like, what part of this story is true? I don't see any part of this story that is true. There is no part of it that is true. That you don't have documents to travel and you now go to German airport and be standing in the line, and then you go into the toilet and you now come out and they see you in France. Well, hello, where in France? Which part of France? Which airport is that? And what did you do thereafter? You see, how does this kind of story attract even clapping of hands and cheering on? And he's telling them that they can disappear, because when you have gone to a level of spirituality, you begin to disappear. And when he was saying that disappear, my mind came to something, because I used to wonder most times, like if you go to all these Arab countries and all these countries, Muslim countries, that they say that when they see this thing that they are carrying, that this dust that our people used to carry around, that they used to do all this strong business, this markets that they are selling. Imagine that when you come into the country, they will write it boldly and say the penalty for this thing is by, if they see something like this on your hand now like this, you don't go with that, and you will still see them. They will come in, they will be coming boldly and without any shaking. And I used to wonder that what is pushing these people to behave like this. Like, these people have made their rule and they are not going to exempt you for any reason. They have made their rule and said, if you come to our country and you are doing like this kind of thing, this is the penalty. And you see our people, they will come and they will go. It's because of this kind of delusion. They have told them that they will not see them, that they will disappear. When they get to the airport, they will just disappear and nobody will see them. And unfortunately, most of them, they will still search them. Maybe if something happens, somebody, it's human factor. Somebody may not be so into the job. Somebody may just miss something, like you may just get lucky and you go over, and then one other person come, is not so lucky, and then they say, oh, you disappear. This is what is fueling this thing, because they delude people and tell them that you can disappear from here and go there. Like the video I was talking about yesterday, if these people that believe that their private genitals is missing, whereas it's there with them, they will just believe that it is missing, and people around will be clapping for them and going to do jungle justice for them because they believe it. Whereas if this is happening in a place where people use their logic more, they are going to try to want to understand, can you break it down, maybe give them the time frame when it happened, who is this person, what is his name, maybe they can substantiate and look at the cameras at that time. Was this person at this place at this point in time? Is there any video that captures a person of this name, of this figure in this place coming out of this toilet? These are things that can be provable, but this is something somebody will stand in front of a whole large congregation and be saying in the year 2020. And I'm wondering if he can be saying this kind of thing this time around in the year 2020, where you have so many social media platforms that people can just spread information. How much more what they will be telling our parents and our forebears, maybe in the 80s, 90s, like most of all these evangelicals that are big today, they started at around that kind of late 80s and 90s. Who knows the kind of stories and fairy tales they would have told? Because this is strange. How can somebody be saying this kind of thing and they will be clapping for you that you can disappear? At what level do you start to disappear? If people can disappear, why do you have aeroplane? If people can disappear, why are they going through Libya and going through Agadez and doing all this stress on top of the ocean and going to Spain and Libya and Italy? Like, why can't they just go to the toilet in Murtala Mohammed or in Benin airport or wherever airports, you know, and just film? They will just see themselves in Italy, they will see themselves in Spain, see themselves in Germany. Like, why do you have to travel by air if you can disappear? You know, there is no substance to this thing, and this is 2020, and the minds of our people are trapped in all this delusion, and they cannot separate it. They can no longer separate reality. This kind of thing sounds so real to them, you know. This kind of thing sounds so real to them, and people are clapping and hoping that one day they will be able to disappear. But like, there is no evidence and nobody can prove this kind of story, and this is just fables. That is what this thing is. I personally, I do not believe in something like this. I want to see it substantiated. I want you to come and explain it. You come and give a detailed breakdown of what happened and how it happened, and at what time did you get to France? Which toilet did you enter? How did you now emerge in Germany? Did you also emerge in the German airport toilet or somewhere else? You know, like, I don't know. These stories are so simpleton, but of course it's engrossed the mind of our people. Yeah, but people, I find this story funny. That's why I decided to share it with you guys. What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think it's right? Do you believe that somebody can disappear? Abracadabra. The person will just disappear, and then before you know it, the person will come back, you know. Because me myself, this lockdown that is holding everybody, me, I was supposed to go to the US to do a mugo. Look at me, I'm here. So where is this power to disappear? Let me just do shaka boom, fiam. I will be in New York, and then I'll come back here. I don't have to go through the airport hassle and wear nose masks. I don't even know what traveling will be like in this day and time. I mean, if there is this kind of thing, why do you have to have it in secret? Why do you have to have it in selective you know, time frame? Why don't you have more of it? You know, why can't you? Does it have to come from you to your son that lives in Germany? Or is this something that you can, you know, make it to be multiplied and go a little bit more around, that more people will have this possibility and this grace to disappear? So I mean, why do you have to buy plane tickets to go to Nigeria? You know, this is something that he can actually market if this gift is embedded in his ministry and is distributing it to his sons and daughters who live across the globe. So people don't have to disturb themselves about traveling, because you just go to your seclusive room and from there you will move. Yeah, so my people, these are the kind of things that they have used to trap the minds of our people, and most people don't know the difference between a reality and you know, something that is not the real situation. And now they use spirituality to cover everything. But you and I know that there is no spirituality in this kind of a thing. If you want to travel, it's a physical thing. You have to sit down in that plane and you will travel. If you cannot sit down in a plane, you have to sit down in a bus, because within Europe you can actually take bus, and if you cannot take a bus, you can take a train. But you have to physically sit in that train and be moved from one point to the other. There is no way around it. You are not going to disappear from one place and see yourself in another place, and then when you want to come back, then you like, what kind of story is this? This is ridiculous even. But anyway, is this what it is? It's Nigerian pastor Apostel Suileman. He has, you know, discovered, prayed to come to reality, toilet-borne transportation that you can use to travel from Germany to France. And I hope he extends this anointing to more people, so that people will have travel, hassle-free travels. You know, you don't have to spend so much money traveling, buying tickets, and you know, going through all those troubles. So yeah, let me know what you think. You can leave your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the like button, like this video, and also leave your comments and your thoughts. Please, let's be civil. You know, this is my personal opinion. I want to know what you think. Do you think this is feasible? Do you think I am not spiritual enough to know that disappearance is possible? Let me just know what you think, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.